everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are about to discuss a very important topic, which is SRCC GBO 30 days strategy. First of all, you might be thinking, what is the SRCC GBO, right? In this, SRCC, as we all know, is a very prestigious institution running from last 100 years, and it has its GBO program, which is its MBA equivalent, and we will understand why to take this exam and why it is important. So let's see. Here are basically seven reasons to apply for SRCC GBO. First of all, no CAT scores needed, a fresh and a new opportunity. What do I mean by fresh and a new opportunity? Basically, we all have studied for CAT, ZET and many exams, but sometimes we cannot control what will happen on the D-Day. That is why there are multiple exams. So just like that, this is also one of the exams where you can like pursue MBA by taking this. So this is first reason. Second is very high ROI with a very good brand. Okay, this is fine. And 3.2 lakh fees and 12 lakhs of package. What's this? See the ROI. MBA is supposed to be a thing which is like hefty fees and all. But here the fees is just 3.2 lakh and the package that you will get is 12 lakhs as an average package. The highest is 32 lakh and like top 50%, top 25% are also huge figures. We have segregated the data and will present. Okay, the third point is you don't want to delay your MBA journey now because every passing year has an opportunity cost. And this is like very real thing which is not evident on the face value. What happens is that like we keep on delaying sometimes, but what we are missing by every passing year is the real market experience, right? When you actually work in a market, like inside market, you understand a lot of different things apart from like doing the MBA and learning stuff there. So that is the cost, opportunity cost with every passing year. So if you want to start your MBA journey now, this is a good and decent option to consider. You're getting an SRCC brand, decent packages, and most of important, very less fees and no loan at all. Okay, clearing this exam gives you predictability for final conversion. And what do I mean by that? In all general scenarios, first you have to take the exam. Let's say you took CAT exam and it has just 50% weightage. There are multiple factors involved: GD, PI, VAT, multiple things, right? 10, 12th scores and all that stuff. But here the test score holds hefty 75% weightage, which means, let's say if you perform well in the test, the chances of final conversions are pretty high. Fourth, tier 1 companies visit the campus. And why have I like explicitly mentioned? Because see, after your like MBA, in which company you join, that also matters, right? If you are joining a good startup or a very well established company, there you have an opportunity to expand yourself and also like have a steep learning curve. Multiple things are going on, you are getting real experience, right? So entering into a good company after your like MBA or GBO program is a very important thing and which is being fulfilled here. Sixth point is 100 years old college. And the advantage with being a good like old institution is that the alumni network is phenomenal. It is everywhere, right? Next, less competition as compared to CAT. Okay. How many aspirants take this test? Around 10 to 12,000. Just 10 to 12,000. Now, what is the eligibility criteria? A bachelor's degree, nothing like new here, right? A bachelor degree with a recognized university, minimum is 50% marks you should have. And if you belong to SC, ST, OBC and other categories, you are given a 5% relaxation in minimum eligibility criteria. Okay, let us move ahead. Now, the most important placement stats, right? Which people find, okay, I'm going to the college, what's the package? Package is here. Okay, so these are the stats. The highest package someone got by doing SRCC GBO from SRCC batch is 32 lakh, and this is the latest placement data. 32 lakhs of CTC. The average is, as I told, around 12 lakhs, which is like 11.81. Median is 11.4. But here is the interesting part. If you are in top 10% of the batch, you end up getting around 20.43 lakh, right? 20.43 lakh of CTC. If you are in top 25%, around 17 lakh, and if you are in top 50%, you end up getting around 15 lakh of package. Okay, this is the graphical representation of this data. Next, if I move, okay, profiles offered and sector wise distribution. Now this is also a very like important part. If I say why, see, different individuals have different aspirations to work in. Okay, someone wants to work in finance, someone wants to work in marketing, right? Someone wants to be a consulting, right? Consulting roles. So it is very important, like you are entering any institution, you should know like what kind of roles and sectors are offered there. So if we look here, see, first there are profiles, then there's a sector, because in finance also consulting profile can be there. So first let us have a look at what are the basically profiles. Yeah, profile offered. Consultant is 18%, management trainee is 23%, associate and senior associate is 8%, business analyst is 12%, and business development is 14%. And if we see, manager and senior manager is 17%. Next, okay, now it is sector wise distribution. In sector wise, if we see, finance dominates heavily with almost like one fourth of the placement, 26%, more than one fourth slightly. Okay, so 26% of the roles were of finance. FMCG, FMCD, automobile and manufacturing were 19%, IT, ITES 19. Similarly, like you can see, BFSI, consulting and others were around like 13 and 10%. Okay, next. Now, prominent recruiters, as I initially mentioned, tier 1 companies visit the campus. You can see here Adobe, Amazon, Astrotalk, which is a startup, right? You can see like HCL Tech, Nagaro, many good companies. In finance sector, American Express, Axis Bank, Tata AIG. In FMCG, this sector, Adani, Aditya Birla, Azure Power, Sony is visiting the campus, Tata Steel is visiting the campus, Mahindra is there, right? Finance may, if you see, like DE Shaw, right? Future First, like Moody's, they all are coming on campus. And as a starting your career, if you enter in these companies, the trajectory seems very promising. Okay, consulting also like Accenture, KPMG, Deloitte is there. Okay, now discussing the exam pattern which we have to appear ultimately. Okay, looking at it, first of all, as I told, online test, the test which has 75% weightage, group discussion has 10% weightage, and personal interview has 15% weightage. Now, online test and personal interview, in these two factors, you hold like more control. Like they are generally more controllable, because in this they will talk about you, and this, if you study well, definitely the chances of clearing becomes high. Next, online test hai, right? Objective type online test, MCQs will come. There are 4 sections: English comprehension and language ability, quantitative ability, logical reasoning and logical ability, and data interpretation. Now, how many questions are going to come? 25 questions. That means overall there are 100. Duration is 2 hours, and here is the interesting thing. There are sectional timings. How much? Each section will be given a time of 30 minutes. So that means you need to be mindful while like you are doing, right? 25 questions, 30 minutes. Like, and that for training that strategy, you need to take multiple mocks, right? It's good that you know something, but performance, like performance is a different game altogether. That will come only by practicing mocks and mocks. Okay, marking scheme, +4 -1 is there. Language is English. Now there is syllabus part. Let us have a look. See, quant syllabus is almost exactly same as CAT. There will be some extra topics, but almost like mostly it's CAT only, right? So you can take a screenshot, pause the video. Okay. Next, logical reasoning syllabus. Now this is a bit different than CAT, and it has like a classic OMIT syllabus: forces of action, syllogisms, statement conclusion, blood relations. Like these are not tough topics, but they are topics. Now you need to study those, because by seeing the timings, we can see 25 questions, 30 minutes. There will be easy questions definitely. And if you don't know any topic, let's say calendars, right? Very easy question come off calendar, but if you don't know how to solve, if you start solving by traditional counting or something like that, you are end up waiting a most of your time, and that will be a disaster. So you cannot afford to miss any topic which is displayed here. Next, if I see, there is language comprehension and slave. Okay, language comprehension. Fine. Synonym, antonym, like easy things, but you need to do. Error correction, probable starter, odd one out. Reading comprehension is definitely there, right? Critical reasoning is there. You can have a look at this. So that was all about what is SRCC GBO, its placement statistics, exam pattern and exam syllabus. Now let's see what we are offering as Team Cracku to help you in this journey of SRCC GBO. So we have prepared a really good, well-researched crash course, and let us look in the dashboard what you will be getting. Firstly, just go to the Google, search Cracku SRCC GBO, tap on the first link. Okay, if I tap it, okay, this dashboard will come in front of you, right? Pretty huge. What are we offering in this? Firstly, let's see, there are mock tests. And mock tests are really important, as I mentioned before also, to help you refine your strategy. Knowing is one thing, performing is a different game altogether. Let's go into mock test. There are around 11 mock tests, one is free one, and the good part is we are releasing it at specific intervals, right? We have planned about this key when to release which mock. So it will go live according to the dates. 4 mocks are already live. Okay, that was about mocks. What is this SRCC GBO practice test? I'll come to that, but first look at this. If you are someone who is like, okay, I don't want any confusions. Already I was so confused. Now I want crystal clear clarity when to do what and a specific time bound plan. You are right place, you are at the right place. We have figured out a very synergistic routine of how to study this syllabus in just 30 days. Yeah, you still have 46 days, exam is around 28 Feb, but why then 30 days strategy? Because we have prepared this considering in mind that you will take around 10 to 11 mocks, and between those mocks you need time for analysis. So combining all those timelines, this is the routine which we have figured out, a 30 days strategy. And let's see its beauty, right? Day 1, you start with percentages, successive percentage change, ratio and proportion, averages, parts of speech. But this arrangement is not random, it is well thought of, and thought of in such a way, like as you move, right, as you come down, all the studies that you have learned, right, they combine and compound. Like whatever, let's say something is required on the topic on this day, you have already covered that earlier. So that is being thought of. Let's say you start on day 1, and it's always day 1. Okay, so let's come here. Percentages. First you will see an introduction video, right? In this you will understand what is the concept. Next you will see the concept test. You understood the concept video well. Now you want to check now how you have understood, right? Whether you have actually understood it or not. For that we have a percentage test in which there are questions about the concept that you learned in the previous video. You take this test, and okay, next is the next topic, but there's something more. If you see here, first is overview, the video. Second is concept test, done. Third is the notes part. Let's say while watching the video, you figured out some important question or something which you want to remember while revising, right? So you can directly write it here. Instead of writing in some pen and like paper, you can write it here, and it will be for your, like, it's just personal, just for you, and it will be attached to this video. Okay, you can write your notes. Then comes the important part. Okay, course I'll see, but what if I get doubts? Will they actually get cleared? We clear. We at Cracku clear those. So, okay, let's see. Oh, we have cleared it, bro. See, the first doubt, let's say some person was doing, and in the video, he in the video she got doubt. What is this? So, teacher, I'm unable to understand why we are doing this and this. Our faculties have replied, right, with very within a very short period of time, reasonably short. We replied it, and the doubt got cleared. Okay, you can see multiple doubts. Also, let's say you watched an approach in the video. While you are solving, you figured out a different approach. or maybe a new way of doing it, but you got stuck. What you need to do in this case? Take a picture, upload it here, ask your doubt and get resolved. That's it. See, people have asked, okay, this is my method. Okay, at this point, I tried to solve that question by this method, not getting it. Okay, faculties have answered, right? What you need to do and what is the right way. So this is like a very important mechanism to like synergize everything. You understand the concept, you take concept test, you write important learnings and clear your doubts. So same thing we have done for every other concept video test system. Coming back. Okay, coming back. Okay, 30 days system, right? 30 days. Next, schedule is done. Next, if I see, there are practice tests. If I tap on practice test, what's this? 73 practice tests just for quants, 49 tests just for verbal, and 85 tests just for LR. So in this, let's say you understood ratio proportion or let's say geometry by concept video, but you want to strengthen it more, right? Definitely for more strengthening and clarity, right? In deep levels, you need more practice. And for that, you need to come to study room. And in a study room, if you tap, here are around 80 tests just for quants, right? You can see, you can take the test and check what is the concept you are lacking, and questions are have video solution and text solutions too, so you can ask doubt there also and understand. See, just for geometry there are 10 tests. Does that mean we have like just filled geometry questions? No, we have thought of what kind of geometry questions are relevant for GBO and then created these tests. These are not just random tests, right? This course is for SRCC GBO. The tests are relevant for SRCC GBO. It's not like a very tough cat level like geometry question or a, let's say, ratio question. Even if it's tough, it will be in the bounds of SRCC GBO. Maybe it comes tough in GBO also. So I am giving you the context that whatever we have done here in these tests and the concept video is well thought of so that it matches with SRCC GBO level. Okay, coming back, same thing we have done for verbal practice also and DI practice also, right? That's if you want to practice DILR. Here you can see DI charts, right? Charts comes more. So we have put around 15 tests for DI charts. Calendar test is there, one calendar test is there, one clock test is there. These are like pretty small topic. There's no much variety in that. Okay, so this is done, this is done. We have next is previous year questions. Let's see. So we have around 15 to 16 years of PYQs. You can download, and this is free, right? This is for free, the PYQ section, and you can download these in PDF format. You can take test in official format also, right? And analyze your like percentile compared to how other people are performing and all, right? So this is for SRCC GBO previous year paper. Coming back, else what we have? So in this dashboard, as you can already see, there's so much, right? And relevant stuff. So if you do all this, the probability of clearing it is really high. Next thing, okay, daily target. This is like a pretty supportive thing. Why am I saying this? Let's say someday you are not able to dedicate 2 to 3 hours for your study, but consistency beats everything. To take care of that, we have put our daily target test. In this, uh, across the topics, we have put 111 test. You can just take the test. Let's say today I'm not able to dedicate much time for studies. I'll take this LR test. I'll solve this LR test and understand, right? So basically during those days also when I don't have much time, I am in touch with the studies and the flow is consistent and the momentum is going on. So that was all about our dashboard and what we are offering. And for free, we are giving previous year paper all for free. And to get this course, just Google Cracku SRCC GBO crash course, tap on the link and you will come to this page, right? Where you can purchase our course. This is the price and currently there's a huge discount on the price. So enroll now and start your studies. Let me know any doubts if you have in the comment section and keep learning.